Hello, we're a lemon knife. This is our anniversary, so
Clearly
obviously for today we have picked the list of hatred. Tell them what the list of hatred is, Mia.
The list of hatred is top 10 songs that the other person likes or loves, and the person themselves despises or dislikes at the very minimum.
Yes, the songs they're most wrong about.
So very wrong about songs.
I don't know. So I have some honorable mentions.
Oh,
first,
you do?
And these are songs by artists we both like that I don't like. I like significantly less than you, but would still say, it's a good song.
All right.
So we have Backstreets by Bruce Springsteen,
Fair
City
enough.
of Delusion by Muse, and You Bet Your Life by Rush.
I mean, I have a whole username dedicated to City
Yes.
of Delusion, so
That's
it's a
why
bit of a
I had to
problem.
make the list. I'm like, that's a solid song.
I mean,
but
it was also just a cool name. It's Delusional Citizen.
my favorite delusional citizen.
Right, well.
What's your number 10?
My number 10 is... Alright, we're starting off with songs that I kind of have a mild affection for, if only because they are so bad and we've joked about them so much, but as songs standing on their own, I just can't get around it. Like, John,
You
there's...
can't get behind it?
I can't get behind that. No, that didn't make the list. Neither did It Hasn't Happened Yet. You know. John, there's so much stunning rap out there, and yet you dedicate megabytes of your phone to What You Know by T.I.
Oh, what? That sounds... What you know about that? What you know
All right, well,
about
get past that bit. Fast forward just a
And the
little
other
bit.
things are like,
Oh! Okay. Okay. What?
Yeah.
What?
I like the call and response nature of
There's
it.
no call. There's just responses.
Well, the call is the line, and then
Yeah,
the
well,
response is like, oh.
But you barely know the line is there because these other people are just going like, yeah, yeah. That's literally a sound of the song. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all I have to say is I'm fast as lightning, bro. You better use your Nikes, bro.
Wait, say that again.
I'm fast as
What?
lightning, bro. Oh, no. Walked right into that one. All right, my number 10 is Island in the Sun by Weezer.
Aw, really? I like that song.
This
It makes
one,
me happy.
It's like it's all right. It's just kind of like, I hate the hip. I hate the
I don't
kind
know, I think
of
it's just like silly. I don't know.
It's just like so, and then like it's just like so basic. Like the chorus is just like, here's like alt rock 101. Wow, they turned up the distortion.
I mean that's just Weezer choruses in general, though. They were kind of among the first.
I feel like some of the other, well, they're definitely not because they're like 10
okay.
years
But
after
you know what
the
I mean, like.
Pixies.
Oh yeah, I guess there's
And like 10 years after Nirvana.
But there's like that little riff that.
Yeah, I don't like that riff either.
You don't like that? It makes me happy. It makes me happy. All right.
We already got the fists out.
We're gonna cut to a song that is not happy at any stretch of the imagination. I'd like to thank our travels through the app. Rock? I don't know. We had to answer songs just like by 1 second of them. And the fact that whenever this song came up, all you could hear was that right there, and then you listen to the rest of it, and it's just like there's like the most metal whining I've ever heard.
I will clarify. I really don't like the chorus of that song, or I guess there are two different.
What about,
I really
anything?
don't like the clean chorus. I like the kind of like the main riff, the ding, ding.
I mean, okay, like the riff is. I'll give you it's
And
like
like
a
the
solidly
this is my
structured.
curse part. I like how it goes between a few different parts. I even like the clean guitar part if that guy wasn't singing over it.
But there's that guy. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that song means a lot of great things to a lot of people, but I can't get around it. Being your curse. I don't know. That's me.
All right, my number 9 is another of these kind of like, I think this one will also be like, aw. And
It's gonna be like, oh, like that.
This is Electric Feel by MGMT.
But it's so dancey.
I really don't like his vocals on it. Like, he puts on this stupid falsetto. I really don't like falsettos.
Wrong with falsettos.
I don't like falsettos.
He's in the
You're
right.
You're going to see them in this list plenty.
You are. I am alright.
And this just like,
talking about eels, dude. I mean, you can't not.
Girl.
He's like, it shocked me like electric eel. I mean, I don't know
Maybe
if
if
there's
he
an
only
eel
did it for the
involved.
chorus, it could be okay. But he's also doing it for the very. Like,
I don't know. I just think it's very like groovy, and I like that bass line a lot.
the bass line's probably fine. I don't know.
I
I don't
mean, I
even
see where
like.
you're coming
I
from.
think
I
for a
do,
lot of
but-
these groups, we don't even dislike the group. Like I like Time to Pretend a lot. Kids
Like
is
that one is
solid.
great. Yeah.
I like a lot of Weezer, but I am not a fan of those two.
I mean, that's totally fine. And you'll see a few come up that it kind of pained me to add because I love the group, but the song is just. I think actually like this next one. Love Me
right.
Some Jethro Tull.
Oh, okay.
But what is this travesty? What did they do? What did they do to themselves? They're all such like
Damn.
they're all such fantastic musicians, and what did they do with it? They just added to like a 90s MIDI sounding synthesizer. Probably before there was the 90s, but my point is
This song has got to be like the 80s. Like there's so much synthesizer. There's that kind of like squealing lead guitar.
yeah, okay, that's my guess. Well, that makes it even worse because it wasn't like oh, there's a MIDI thing. We should try it and be like forward thinking. No, they just went with like the most
Can you guess
terrible
my name?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
guess my track?
yeah, we
This is
know what your
it's
name
a
is.
very very 80s song. I like
painfully
it
'80s. I don't know.
though.
Just
Just treat it as a Wang Chung song and
it doesn't really get any better. I don't even think. It's part of it is probably that Ian Anderson is on it doing the vocals in like his typical style, and it just doesn't match. I don't know.
yeah, I think he's like being like he's continuing his like being a pervert thing from Aqualung.
Yeah, but over 90s MIDI sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not letting go of the 90s MIDI.
All right, my number 8 is continuing my. I think probably most of these songs for me are the very happy ones.
Oh, man.
I have Darkness in My Soul.
Darkness in the Soul.
This is Faith by George Michael.
Aww. Here we go.
I would rather listen to like 20 different songs that he stole that beat from that are better.
I don't know. I think it's the only George Michael song I have on my phone.
You
I
don't
think
like
it's even.
Father Figure?
Oh no, that song is like gross. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. That probably offends people. To me, the song is gross. It just I don't know. But I don't know. Faith is just very, again, makes you want to dance. I guess it doesn't make you want to dance very much.
No, I mean, like, if it's on an 80s dance night, whatever. It's not, like, my least favorite song ever, but, like...
But just
it's
not
just
a fan,
kind of...
yeah.
Ding, ding. Like, there's so many songs that use that. Like, if that song was the only one with that beat, ooh, but they're just so... Like, I could hear, like, She's the One by Bruce Springsteen, or...
Yeah, but that was not like the piano.
That one is different piano. It's better.
No, I said She's the One has the piano, and Faith doesn't, and that changes it. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes it better. All right, what's your number 7?
Number 7 is a song, the only song I've ever heard by, undoubtedly, however, the least ranked of the bands that start with super that I'm aware of. In fact, I wrote it out phonetically for everyone who sucked out the feeling.
I'm pretty sure the song is just called Sucked Out, but I'll let you
Who cares?
have it.
That's one of the worst things about it. Just that it just opens with like this like it's like Third Eye Blind but worse on the opening bit, and then it goes into like I don't know. Okay, now it's 90s, and you get to the chorus. He does that once, I can let it go. He does it every time he says it on the chorus. It's like he's just like burping each time. I don't understand.
He's just making you feel the pain his larynx must be under after doing that.
I don't want to feel that pain, so... Alright,
Okay.
what's next?
Alright, my number 7, this is the band taking a direction that was not a good direction for them to go on. This is Human by The Killers.
Oh.
And this
Yeah,
is
I figured this was going to show up.
This, like, they just have this, like, they went to the dime store and bought some, like, terrible synthesizers and put them on the track.
What's so wrong with the synthesizers?
It's just like, it's like they wrote, like, it just feels so cynical. It's like, oh yeah, let's get a club hit. We gotta get this on here.
But are they human or are they dancer, John?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
kinda,
very important question.
Okay, and that doesn't even get. I think the fact that the chorus is "Are we human or are we dancer?" is even the part that bothers me least about the song.
Oh dear, really?
Like, and that is truly a terrible lyric. I just really hate that production with the synths.
I feel like it's like fine production for what it's meant for, you know.
It's just so much worse.
I like the vocals on it.
Stuff.
The lyrics besides that are fine. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, see, I kind of like the vocals on it, and I even have a mashup of it on my phone that's like it with some kind of Russian piano woman.
Russian piano woman.
And so it's
please be sure to look up a Russian piano woman after this. You know, you'll find some great stuff.
The mashup was called like Human in St. Petersburg. So I assume whatever the piano woman song is St.
Something
Petersburg.
About St. Petersburg, yeah.
And it's just like Brandon Flowers' vocals on it are kind of like moody, so this kind of matches it with something that goes with it instead of like, everybody, let's get the screwdrivers on and
I think
dance.
The fact that it's moody on screwdrivers, on screwdriver dancing, is part of what I think is interesting about it. Like, it's not moody to the point of bringing the song down, but there is that tinge of sadness on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I like a lot of songs that do that, but not that one.
I mean, I will say, like, it's definitely not among my favorite Killer songs, but it's enough to, like, you know, be downloaded. Okay, here's another one that I love the group to bits, makes me sad, but they took it too far with this one. Just listen to the first 3 seconds of it. It's like, and then they start whistling, going yo yo yo,
yo yo yo.
And then you get to all the parts where he ends up sad. He ends up really sad.
He ended up sad.
And here you are complaining about moody vocals over a synthesizer beat. How's this delighted individual talking about how sad Mr. Me or something ended up? I don't even know who ends up sad. I don't care.
Mr. Me ends up sad.
Mr. Me ends up sad, and he's also about the yo 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 and the whistling and the
yo yo yo.
That horrific synthesizer
it's like
they've got.
That charming little song.
Yeah, well, that's what I said about Electric Feel, and you didn't believe me. Now, here are the guys that went to, it's not the dime store, it's something below it, the flea market, the penny flea market, and bought their synthesizers there. And played it with 2 fingers. Hey, look at this ridiculous sound I found. Oh, haha, we should use that in a song. Oh, that's great, John. Hey, you know, we should actually use it in the song. I don't know. Anyway, what's next?
Alright, this song is nowhere near the bottom of this group as Nadir, but Mia also dislikes their Nadir, so those are not on here. This is one of their hits, though. This is Shattered by the Rolling Stones.
Oh.
First, I should clarify, you don't like Beast of Burden, do you?
No.
Or Wild Horses?
No.
Okay, then this will be Shattered.
I don't know. I like the groove. I think it's kind of taking the piss out of themselves a little bit. I think it has, I don't know.
They just keep saying Shattered over and over again. It's kind of, I don't know, that riff, it feels like something that, like, Devo is, like, parodying, but they're, like, doing it just, like, straight up, like,
I don't know, I think it's the kind of thing, I feel like something the Rolling Stones did fairly rarely was sound cool, and I think that riff sounds kind of cool.
I don't think it does.
Well, I think it does, so. I think it's just, I don't know. And then he starts going Shadoobie later on. I'm sure you love that.
I don't
and they
even
do
know
it
if
in.
I made it that
no,
far,
I don't
but
think
I'm sure I
you
would
have.
hate that even less.
They sound like they're doing a Latin mass. Shadoobie, shattered.
Oh boy.
Shadoobie.
I just
shattered.
remembered vaguely disliking it. Then I started Mia's phone. I was like, let's see if I still. And it was like, and I was like, nope, it's going on the
I was
list.
there when this happened.
Yep.
I knew it was gonna end up here. I didn't know it was gonna be quite that high, but here we are.
I think around 4 is where we get to Loathing. I'm not at Loathing. I think Mia's
not
already
loathing
at
just
Loathing.
Yet.
Mia's at like Loathing with a little charm in her heart
Yeah,
for a lot of these, I think.
Loathing, but you know, it sounds just like that too. Let's see, what's this next one? We got Loathing. The charm is fading. Here is just how much of a difference there is between my thoughts on Misery by Soul Asylum and John's thoughts on Misery by Soul Asylum. It came on Google Play for the first time I've ever heard this. They say misery loves company. me. We could start a company to make misery. And at that point, I hit the next button. I used one of my 5 skips of the hour on that. And I wrote that to John, I remember, in Messenger. He's like, all right, here's the first 2 lines of this. Okay, Mia is skipping. And John says, I like that one. It gets better. All right, so it gets better. Incorporated. It doesn't get better.
It builds up and then.
Okay, but then the whole thing. It reminds me. The video of this, if the video of this is anything other than the band, like, alternatingly in sepia backstage and in color on stage, and in sepia they're like, look at that, Jack Daniels, and on stage they're like, taking the hands of the front row, then the video shouldn't exist. That's what it is, and I've seen too much like this already, And get to the second verse even. We could build a factory. I think the vocals are really what makes this particularly
I don't mind
grating.
the vocals. I think I like the kind of, I don't know, I like, once again, like my curse, I like kind of like the ebb and flow of it. I can definitely see the
Why does the
grating
ebb and flow
element.
have to include so many, I know just what
Well,
you
that's like
need.
like pre-chorus.
I might just have the thing. I don't like knowing it this well. Put me out of my misery.
I do it for you, and you do it for
I don't know
me.
how you forgive that one. I can see you forgiving the first line. I do it for you, would you do it for me?
It's catchy.
What rhymes with misery? Look in the rhyming dictionary. All right. We're gonna run out of time. I hope people made it this far in the video, because this is where it really gets
All right, my number 5 is Light a Roman Candle with Me by Fun.
Here we go with the awes again.
They were back to the they drank like their warm cup of sugared milk before going into the studio, and they were like, and they're like, this song is just so aggressively twee. It's like,
I think that's part of what I love so much about it, though, because it's just like this cute little extremely pure love song that just isn't there anymore, and I think that's just part of it. It's like, we're in the 20s, this is great. I don't know. It fills me with warmth. I think it's just like, for me, it's the kind of thing that if you hated it, you're kind of a bad person. So I'm sorry, John.
Well,
On
I
our
think
5-year
it's
anniversary.
sickeningly sweet.
Yeah, but Misery by Soul Asylum.
Mia, have you listened to Light a Roman Candle with Me recently?
Yes.
We need to get you a doctor's appointment. You probably have diabetes now.
Okay, well, you know what? This
Yes.
next song is really going to shoot some of these arguments down. Got a little drunk last night. It's just,
It's catchy.
Start there, go on with this, like, super nouveau country, dragging on with this, just like, you talk sickeningly sweet.
It's not.
This dude
well, it's
got
not
so
sweet.
drunk he calls up his ex-girlfriend. He's like,
It's
I
like,
miss
well,
you.
it's not sick. It's
I
not
miss you,
sweet.
babe.
It's like a mopey country song. Like,
How is that much different? How is that better?
I'm not gonna
Is
argue
that
whether
better?
it's better or not, but it's not. I wouldn't call it sickeningly sweet. It's more like
It's just
he's
sickening.
like he's crying in his tractor or whatever.
No. Okay, well, that's sickeningly sweet the other direction. I don't want to hear people crying in their tractor any more than you do them bringing back the 1920s with the cups of tea. Which, look, I get.
I'll pour
get
you
this.
just one cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for anything more than just your
Just
company for
one
the
cup of
duration.
tea.
Just your company for the duration of one cup of tea.
Oh,
I don't
two would
expect
be too many. Oh dear. Goodness.
Got a little drunk last night.
You might spill that tea on the toilet.
Hey, baby, I'm in my tractor. I miss you, man. Why'd you have to go? Are you even on the other line and never made it far enough to find out? But I just got drunk last night. It's already the next morning and I'm still drunk. Apparently, I don't know.
That's one's very nice and catchy.
Not enough.
All
or
right.
too much. One of the two.
All right, number 4.
Oh, God, here
I don't
we
know.
go.
I would be hard pressed not to put this higher if Mia didn't just say the song was okay or like good. This is Money by Pink Floyd. And it's just, I can't stand it. It's like
I definitely can't not stand it.
money, ding 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 ding, money, ding 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 ding.
Okay, well the first thing is you have to remember I'm a bassist, okay? And that is one of the
Great, it's got one of the world's most plodding bass lines.
It's in 7/4, I don't know. I like that. I like the way the guitar
Great, they
comes
can
in
get
on
a
it.
merit badge, and then they can delete the recording so no one ever has to hear it again.
Jesus, well, you're going to be deleting that from the discography of a lot of it, people.
Their
but,
7/4 merit badge.
7/4. I like the way like the guitar comes into it, the way the instruments build around it too.
I don't
Like the build up
dislike
into the
songs
solo,
in
I don't know.
7/4. I like some that aren't that one.
Well,
It's so
you know,
like slow. It's
I'll
like
give you I'm sick of
7
it.
minutes
It doesn't
long.
need to be played as long
It's
as
got the
many
stupid
times.
cash register sounds
All
for
right,
like
that lasts,
half a
like-
minute before it starts.
It's not half a minute, Jesus.
Or maybe the bass just comes in so slowly it might as well. It's like.
In the context of the album, it makes sense. In the context of the album, it makes total sense that there's a cash register involved. Okay? I'll give you that if the song were entirely separate from the rest of the Dark Side of the Moon, there
Oh
shouldn't be a
man,
cash
it's so
register.
deep. What if we just like
Not
picked
deep.
one-word concepts? Like this is all about money.
How many
man.
one-word tracks are even... Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there's one other Breathe. There's...
Like time, man.
Okay, yeah.
and
Breathe, money, and time.
And like eclipse, man.
And any color you like, and brain damage, and the great gig in the sky. So many
on that album
one-word
also.
concepts.
The only reason that one is not like number one is because Mia doesn't
I
like it.
also don't like it, no.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ding, 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 ding.
Plotting bass lines. How about plotting guitar intros? That's
not plotting,
All right,
it's,
it's
like,
annoying.
aggressive. This is
Okay,
a great like
You think-
protest song.
fine.
You're on the price list.
Yeah, great protest
They're on
lyrics.
the- it's so,
Terrible
like,
protest
catchy.
song.
No, it's like it's super catchy. You're and it's
Look, I'll
got
give
it's
you-
got great groove. You're on.
There's a groove involved?
Yeah, like listen to that bass. Like the guitar is doing the dun dun dun, and the bass is like doom doom.
They're attempting a groove. I don't think they found it. They never found the groove.
You're on the price list.
Guitar's a little
Yeah, it's
off.
like one thing is going straight ahead, the other's like syncopated. That's a great.
And I'll give you
groove.
some Gang of Four songs start a little annoyingly, but turn out to be good songs. Like I like it so much I can't remember the name of it. But there's the one that.
545.
Yep, yeah, the
545.
melodica thing. I like that one. I like that one. I just wish it didn't have that stupid melodica at the beginning.
And then it's got like the big like the build into the just spoken plays, semi evenings
Oh, that
and
part's
weekends.
terrible. It just fades
Plays,
out and it's just this
semi-evenings
guy
and
going,
weekends.
please send us evenings and weekends. Please send us... Yeah, we got it. We got it. It's a song about too long of work days and, you know, unions are a good idea or I don't know, whatever.
Like, the
They're
chorus
going,
is great too. Great song.
Bad song.
That'll probably be our biggest difference because I think a lot of the other ones I've been like, yeah.
But that one you don't
Yeah,
get.
drunk last night. Yeah, yeah, misery. Yeah, sucked out the feeling. Yeah.
Len, written
That
as
one
such.
I will maintain is a great song.
Fine.
Okay, this
Oh,
one,
God.
if I had to,
Okay.
I would cut off my eyes rather than have to hear this. This is Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. They've got playing guitar. I hate that. It's like burner. It's like
That riff is like one of the good parts
that
of
riff
the song.
is like the word. I hate the vocals even more. I hate that riff. It's like you say like they say one line and then it's just like down.
Oh, that is not what it sounds like. You're taking up with a lot of guitarists who are disagreeing with you right now.
Whatever. They can they can go listen to one of the other songs they have with great guitar that isn't this one.
This
Like,
song has great guitars. It's not guitar you like.
No, this
Not
guitar
a
is
guitar I
like
don't like that much.
it's like
but-
so like this is another
It's
of
got a
those
great solo,
plotting
it's-
ones.
yeah.
I can't make the solo because he's talking about like like that part is like 4 times as long as it should be for like the call and
Okay, I'll
response
give you-
thing.
I'll give you the part that comes after, oh, the response is a little long. It does the key change back and forth.
No,
no,
the part
okay,
that comes with every response is 4 times too long. Like,
What's
it's
it
just,
supposed
it
to
feels
be
like
then,
the song
John?
is like
What
so
part of that should be there?
slow and start like a different riff entirely.
Hey, mama, say the way you move. Well, now it just sounds
No, I mean you couldn't straight change it, but like it's like he does the line, and the line his delivery is fine. All the words are terrible, but that's pretty normal for Led Zeppelin. And then he just goes, and then it's just like.
Can't disagree there. I'll maintain I'm sick of this song. I don't like it that much, but it maintains its spot in the rock hierarchy.
This is truly terrible. I wish all three of these remaining ones could be number one.
We're running out of time, but
right.
I'm starting to feel similarly. Where did you think this was going to be, John?
I thought it was going to be number one.
No, you're forgetting a big one that's number one. What is this?
It's the catchy hook.
It's a guy having a seizure. This guy having a seizure. He's trying to just sing a few notes, and he just started going. And then the rest of the song, it doesn't get any better. Actually, it's just there's that same guy that's just kind of muttering various things with a vague attempt at an attitude. Oh, yeah, that number is classes. He cuts himself off saying class historian because he's got to get back to those wonderful. Do that on a keyboard. Do that on anything but that guy. Anything but probably a voice, but anything but that guy. A Casio synthesizer, a guitar, a bass, a drum.
It's a catchy hook. All right. All right, we gotta get to our remaining three.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Oh, you have three left?
Well, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, right, yes.
All right. My number 2 is Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy and Anything Else Twee by Queen.
Wait, did you literally write anything else?
No, I didn't.
Queen?
There wasn't room for that because I would have to write about 80 different songs.
John, that song is just delightful.
There's everything like that where it's like.
You're really bothered by that piano for some reason. Yeah, he thinks it sounds like. He thinks it sounds
just like that. Like they have like 6 songs that like the Millionaire Waltz.
Oh, come on! I love the
all
Millionaire
these
Waltz.
ones with just this like. Oh, and then I'm not even forgetting you. Right, you like that one also. Add in. It's not really like those, but also add in "You're My Best Friend."
Oh, come on!
Come
on! It's just like those warm feeling
like
songs. You terrible individual.
Suffocatingly sweet, like that. Like the light Roman candle is like somebody made you some coffee and they put too much sugar in it. This is like somebody's holding a pillow stuffed with sugar over your face and holding it down till you stop breathing.
John, I'd rather hear something sickeningly sweet and lovely and delightfully campy than someone running around talking about being hit by a rock over.
All right, to be clear, I don't like this that much. Mia just hates it so much, and I'm kind of like,
hit by
it's
a
all
rock!
right.
I know it's like there's no real beat.
He's like hit by a rock.
He's hit by a rock like 80 times. Hit by a rock. Hey, what'd you do today? I got hit by a rock.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's quirky. It's like
hit by a rock.
I don't like it that much.
Hit
I'm
by
not going to
rock.
defend it.
Hit by a rock. He's been hit by a rock.
All right, and you know my number 1.
Yeah.
Oh my! I clicked on it for then the first
are you
second
just
it was
the
just
coldest,
like
most
I
callous
cannot listen to this
individual.
anymore. No, this song is insufferable. This is the longest time.
You're just the most
also,
callous
like
person.
description of the length of this song because it's 3 minutes and it feels
It's
like the
3
longest
minutes.
time. It's like, oh my god, I would claw my eardrums
callous,
out.
Cold individual. You just love nothing.
If I was in a room with strangers and they had this on, I would ask them to turn it off. I hate this song.
You love nothing. You don't deserve this swine-up.
This swine-up does not want to listen to the longest time.
What do you think, swine-up?
Crawling away.
Hey, swine-up.
Crawling away.
You have nothing to say?
Like, for the longest time.
Like a great vocal arrangement. It's like
It's
it
a
takes talent.
horrendous vocal
It takes
arrangement.
talent.
Yeah, it takes talent like Ted Bundy. It took talent to like serial kill all those
Hit
people
by a
before
rock!
getting caught. But we don't credit Ted Bundy, do we? Billy Joel is the Ted Bundy of music.